Here in the United States, it's Thanksgiving time, so that also means it's holiday shopping season. I thought I'd put together a quick video on some of my top picks for Tesla accessories for that Tesla fan in your life. Or maybe it's just for yourself. But in either case, these are some nice little extras that you can get for that special Tesla owner. I'm Matt Ferrell. Welcome to Undecided. Before I start, I also wanted to mention that I'm putting together a smart home gift guide that's coming out later. So keep an eye out for that one. Now, it won't come as a surprise when I say this, but I tend to research the heck out of something before I jump in and buy it. And that makes me kind of hard to shop for. But on the flip side, I think I could have had a second career as a personal shopper. And if you have a Tesla fan in your life you're trying to shop for, consider this my audition as your personal shopper. There's no charge for my service, but to be upfront, some of the products I'm linking to in the description are affiliate links, which does help to support the channel, but it does not affect the price that you'll be paying at all. Now, all of the items I'm going to talk about I already own, and I absolutely love them. So this video won't help my wife with her shopping. First up would be a center console vinyl wrap. Now these versions I'm recommending come from Abstract Ocean, which you can get 15% off your first order with my discount code. With a little patience, they're easy to install and they look absolutely fantastic. It can really give your Tesla a personalized look as well as protect the glossy surfaces that can scratch easily. I'm partial to matte black, so I went that route, but you can also get everything from carbon fiber to brushed metal. My wife couldn't tell I had installed anything after it was finished. It looks like it came from the factory. I don't know about you, but I got spoiled by my last car with this built-in sunglasses holder. The Model 3 has a cavernous center console storage area, but not many built-in shelves to keep things organized. I got this flocked center console tray, which matches the look of the interior texture nicely. Most of the inserts I've found are hard plastic, and while they work well, they don't look like they came with the car. This one does, and it solved the missing sunglasses holder for me. Continuing on my center console journey, there's the cup holders. This one is super simple and a nice way to add a little more personality to your car. You can pick up these cup holder rubber liners with different colors, but even just the all black helps to give more of a finished look. There's not much else to say on that one, but it could be a nice stocking stuffer. And while we're down here near the footwells, the next recommendation is for the Top Fit Performance aluminum pedals. And for those of us with non-performance Model 3s out there, we all got the standard rubber pedals. Nothing against them, they're just pedals after all, but the aluminum pedals give a nice finished sporty look. And the rubber ridges provide a really nice grip to the foot, so they've always felt secure when using them. The next two probably won't surprise you since I've done extensive reviews on them both, but I'm going to recommend the Jetta charging pad and the Jetta USB Hub. Both have a bit of a premium price tag, but from my experience, they've earned it. I love being able to plunk down my iPhone in portrait or landscape on the charger and just have it work. Once you go wireless charging, it's kind of hard to go back. It's easier to pick up and go when you don't have to worry about a plug. And the Jetta USB Hub is the perfect companion for any wireless charging pad, or even the old school cables. It's a lot more expensive than a small USB hub, but you get some nice extra features for the money. First is the from the factory look. Once it's in place, you can't tell that you've added anything in there, so it's nice and tidy. Second is the hidden compartment for your Tesla Cam and Sentry Mode flash drive. And finally are the 5 USB-A and USB-C ports, which give you plenty of options for the devices that you want to plug in. I absolutely love mine. If you saw my Model 3 review I put out last year, then you know one of my pet peeves with the Model 3 design were the door release buttons. They blend in seamlessly with the door handle, and the placement isn't typical for where you find a door release. So people not familiar with the car can often get confused on how to get back out. The emergency door release on the front doors is more intuitive than the door buttons themselves. Thankfully, there's a really easy fix. Door release button stickers. It sounds silly, but they work really well. This isn't an exaggeration, but for the first few months I had them, my wife commented on how much she liked them every time she was getting out of my car. It's not only great for newcomers, but pros can appreciate these too. They have a slightly rubberized and raised surface, so when you run your hand and thumb along the door handle, it's immediately apparent when your thumb hits the door button. It's subtle, but it's a really nice tactile feel for those times that you're not even looking at the handle when trying to open it. Here's another one I've mentioned before, but it's a good one. You should pick up some ultra bright LED lights to replace the stock door and trunk lights, which are way too dim for my taste. The difference between the before and after in my trunk was dramatic, and the bulbs under the doors were just as dramatic too. Switching out the door lights takes very little effort and can be done in a few minutes. The trunk lights are easy, but there's a little more fiddling around with the trunk liner to get them in. Again though, a few minutes and you'll be done. Well worth the upgrade. I live in the Northeast, so have some very rough and dirty winters to contend with. So getting all-weather floor mats isn't just a nice to have, it's kind of necessity. There's some great options out there like the 3D Max Spider floor mats, but I ended up going with TuxMat. The fit and finish is excellent, and they provide some of the best all-around protection against water with the high sidewalls. Plus, the surface is extremely easy to clean off. And directly related to the dirty winters that a lot of us have to contend with, mud flaps. Yes, mud flaps. And no, these aren't the mud flaps you'd put onto a truck, but they provide a decent amount of protection for the sides of your car from the dirt that's kicked up from the front tires. You tend to get a lot of road spray up the sides of your doors that can cake your car in salt and grime. This set comes from evsmartparts.com, which was created by a member of the Tesla Owners Club of New York State in the Rochester, New York area, my hometown. And no stranger to heavy snowfall. What impressed me the most about these mud flaps is how easy they are to install. It takes you about 15 minutes and doesn't require any drilling or wheel removal. They also don't affect the profile of the car and stay tucked away right behind the wheels. So there should be little to no impact on the aerodynamics. They have a Black Friday sale going on from November 25th to December 1st for $69.99, and after that the price will be going back up, but even at the higher price, I think it's worth considering. A nice side note is that they're partnering with the Arc Seneca Sheltered Workshop, which creates jobs for people with special needs to help package and ship the orders. And I saved the very best for last, my TShirt shop. Yes, nothing says I love you like a nice printed t-shirt. But seriously, there are some nice, really fun designs in the store with Starman, Superchargers, Tesla, and Back to the Future. The Tesla geek in your life will get a big kick out of them. I know I do. And I'll keep this short, but give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful and share it with your friends because it really does help support the channel. And I won't go through my usual closing except to say that I really appreciate the support all of you have been giving me for this past year. This has been an incredible journey with the channel and getting to know a bunch of you. I really hope everyone out there has a great holiday season. If you haven't already, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell to get alerts when I post new videos. As always, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.